let's work together on some Windows DOS command line interface commands. We'll just do a short, simple little lesson here. Do you have your file open with the activities for it? First, let's stop and talk about some of these commands we're going to type. Let me make it just a little bit bigger yet. I think that's okay. I'll scroll over a little bit. The commands in not only DOS, but you'll see in Linux and other languages, are divided into sections. So I use the move command as an example. You'll have it will be a one-word command, and the space, you can see the space right there between the sections. The space is the delimiter. The delimiter is the keyboard symbol that says there is a break there. And then the next thing you'll have is some arguments that say what you can do. And here, for example, you have a drive and a path and a file name or multiple file names and so on. And finally, you could have switches. And switches are indicated in DOS using a /. We won't do too many of these because this is just an introduction, but I wanted you to have some experience. So here, for example, I might say, move everything in the C drive / Windows / temp, all files ***, space is the delimiter, and then it's from and to, move from to C / temp. So move all the files from the temp folder to the next higher level temp folder. That's kind of a silly command, but it's a nice little example to show you what to do. Or you might have move the file stats.doc from this folder we're in right now is assumed, comma, and more stats.doc, and then a delimiter. So that's the from section. Here's the to section, C / statistics. So we're moving 2 files from wherever we are to that statistics folder. You'll find it to be very much easier to do this exercise using like a flash drive, for example, so it's just a single letter F or whatever, instead of having to deal with all the Windows intricacies. So I recommend you go find yourself a flash drive. The first thing I'm going to do is open a terminal window, and I had used the Windows R method before. If you saw the other video about how to modify the terminal window. So I'll type Windows R and then type CMD for command. There are other ways to do it as well. Let me recenter this a little bit. And notice that I am currently in the root of C / users / Aurora, which is the name of this computer. And I'm trying to flip back and forth between my two things. The prompt symbol, the one that tells you it's okay, it's your turn, that shows where you'll start typing, for this is a greater than sign. And then the blinking cursor, CURSOR, shows where you are, where you'll start typing at. Notice that your current location is in a tree of folders, and so I'll show you another tree. I have where I keep my actual files for the videos on a D drive, physical D drive, in a folder called Camtasia Studio /2018 oh dear, I won't be able to type the name of it. And when I press the enter, I got to spell Camtasia right. Well, you get the idea. So then we'll come down and type a tree that will show where we are in the list of files, tree. And you can see that I have a lot of things on this hard drive. I'm at the top. Look over here on the right. You see the vertical scroll bar? I have all this stuff on my C drive, which is where I am. And I can scroll down. If you want to know how to copy that, remember you'll have to go watch that other video. Now, if I type just dir, I can see a list of the directories and the files. This is a list of the directories, and here's the date of them, the time at which they were created or modified, the fact that they're directories, because I'm way up in the root, so no files here, and the name of the folder. Folders do not have sizes, as you might already know. Here's how many directories there are, and here's how many bytes I have free on my hard disk. And these two up here at the top, you need to understand the dot is where we currently are, and the dot is to go one level up. So if I wanted to go up one level, I could go, well, let me follow this in order. If you want to get help on any command, you could type, for example, help space dir, and it would give you help on the directory, and it would show you that same format for the command and all the different switches there are available in the format and what each one does. And it's really hard, as you can see, to scroll just a little bit at a time. I could use my space bar. And then let me do it again. If you there we go. If you get down to the bottom of a screen and there's more screen to see, press any key to continue. Another way to look at the files, if it's too long, is to type directory space /p, and I'm going to make this window even a little bit shorter so it'll show even more. And I'll type directory space /p. And now, let me make it a little bit shorter yet. There, directory space /p. And now you can see that not all is visible, so I'll press any key to continue, and then I can see the next part of the window. These same concepts will apply when we do Linux as well. If you want to see files listed in a different format from the standard, I'm showing you just one, there are several. The //, this is a // it's walking forward like we do in English. We write to the right, R-I-G-H-T, lets you see more details and the full file name on the right. So directory space /n, I'm going to have to go find a different directory, aren't I? Well, hold on just a second, let me go find a better directory to work with. That's okay, we can do that. I went down into the pictures folder. Let me go back up. Let me show you what I did. Let me go back up. Change directory. We'll get that here in a second. Change directory space up one level is 2 dots. Press the enter key. So now if I type, I'll make my window bigger again. Now if I type directory, you'll see that I have a folder called pictures. So now I'm going to change into the pictures folder, cd space pictures, and I am aware that some of these commands offer options other than using a space, but I'm trying to teach you a format that is always right. And so if you'll play along with me, you people who already know how to do some DOS, if you play, Chris, you're not watching the video. It will help you. And notice that in DOS, we use backslashes to indicate the levels of the tree. So if I wanted to see the pictures, I could see with a full listing. And how do I know it was /n? Oh, I don't know. I went to the help directory and looked it up, and then it told me. So now I have directories indicated, always the current directory and the level above indicated with the dots. And then these are folders, and these are individual files of some size, and these are the names of the files. I just chose one, okay? That's all. And remember that the / is for switches, and / is for the path. So let's now make a folder, directory, folder, same name. let's create one. The old language is to say directory, and the new language is folders after we started with Windows. Anyway, I'm going to make a directory, or let me do it. I'm teaching you this one. Make directory, MD, make directory called, and I'll put it in my folder. So let me put sunrise, let's say. So now, if I have that folder, I made a directory called, sunrise. I can type the directory listing to be sure it's there, which I did. There's one right down here. You see, alphabetical. Okay. And now I can change back up one level. Well, let me go into the sunrise directory. CD, change directories, space, sunrise. And now you see the path. I'm down in that sunrise directory. And if I type directory, there's nothing there. So I'll go up one level to get to the pictures directory. And if I went up one more level, I'd be up at my root of my computer. And if I type directory, sure enough, I remember I was here before. So an exercise for you to do is to make several. I'm going to stop this video right here, and then you can watch the next one if you'd like to. So hang on just a second.